Ever feel like you study for hours but nothing sticks? Come test time, your mind goes blank. You're not alone. Studying can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be a nightmare? With the right strategies, it can actually be manageable, even fun. The secret is finding what works for you. That's why I'm sharing 5 study tips that are simple, effective, and proven to boost your grades. Let's dive in. We've all faced the temptation to procrastinate. Sometimes it feels almost impossible to resist. You sit down to study, determined to get things done, but suddenly your phone buzzes, or you remember that new episode you wanted to watch. Before you know it, hours have slipped by, and your books are still closed. It's a cycle that's all too familiar for most students. Whether it's a new game, your favorite show, or just scrolling endlessly through social media, distractions are everywhere. They're designed to grab your attention and keep you hooked, making it even harder to focus on what really matters, your studies. Procrastination is a beast, but you can beat it with a study schedule. It's not just about having a plan on paper, it's about creating a system that helps you stay on track, even when motivation is low. A study schedule is your secret weapon against the chaos of daily life. Think of a study schedule as your battle plan. It tells you exactly what to study, when to study it, and for how long. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by everything you have to do, you break your workload into manageable pieces. This way, you always know what's next, and you never have to guess where to start. No more last-minute panic or all-nighters. When you follow a schedule, you can actually get enough sleep, take breaks, and still get your work done. Imagine waking up on test day feeling rested and prepared, instead of exhausted and anxious. A schedule brings order to chaos and gives you control over your time. Instead of letting your day control you, you're the one in charge. You decide when to study, when to relax, and when to have fun. This sense of control can make a huge difference in your stress levels and your overall happiness. Imagine it's Sunday night. Your friend is panicking about tomorrow's test, frantically texting you for help, but you're calm. You've been following your plan all week. You've reviewed your notes, practiced problems, and even had time to relax. While others are scrambling, you're confident and ready. You know the material, and you're ready to ace the test. That feeling of confidence isn't just luck, it's the result of steady, consistent effort. When you stick to your schedule, you build knowledge day by day, so nothing feels overwhelming. Making a study schedule is easier than you think. You don't need fancy tools or complicated apps. Just a notebook, a calendar, or even a simple piece of paper will do. The key is to get started and make it a habit. Start by listing your subjects and test dates. Write down everything you need to study and when your assignments or exams are due. This gives you a clear picture of what's ahead, so nothing sneaks up on you. Break your study time into small, manageable chunks, like 1 chapter a day or a set number of practice problems. This makes big tasks feel less intimidating and helps you make steady progress. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish with just a little bit each day. Find a rhythm that works for you and stick to it. Consistency is key. Try to study at the same time and place each day, so it becomes part of your routine. Over time, your brain will start to associate that time and place with focus and productivity. Just like athletes train daily, you need regular study sessions to build your skills. Think of your brain as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Short focus sessions are more effective than long, unfocused marathons. I knew a student, Sarah, who struggled with cramming and stress. She would wait until the night before a test to start studying, then stay up late trying to memorize everything at once. It left her exhausted and anxious, and her grades suffered. She switched to a simple schedule, 30 minutes a day. At first, it felt strange to study for such a short time, but she stuck with it, using a timer to keep herself focused. Gradually, she built her study stamina, and the information started to stick. She found that she remembered more, felt less stressed, and even had time for hobbies and friends. No more cramming, just steady progress. Each day she checked off another task, and her confidence grew. Her grades soared, all because she took control of her time. She realized that small, consistent efforts were far more powerful than frantic, last-minute studying. So, ditch procrastination and embrace the power of a study schedule. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress, one day at a time. Even if you miss a day, just get back on track the next. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your confidence grow. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it seems. Every step forward counts. Remember, it's not about studying more, but studying smarter. Use techniques like mind maps, color-coded notes, or flashcards to make your study sessions more effective and engaging. Make your schedule, stick to it, and see the results. You've got this. With a little planning and a lot of persistence, you can transform your study habits and achieve your goals. Let's move on to the next tip and discover even more ways to make your study time work for you. Distractions are everywhere. Music, phones, even your dog begging for attention. Your environment matters more than you think. You need your own study sanctuary, a place where you can focus and thrive. It doesn't have to be fancy. A quiet corner, a library nook, or a coffee shop table can work. The key is to find a spot free from distractions that helps you concentrate. Make sure it's comfortable, well lit, and has space for your materials. Personalize it with things that motivate you: quotes, photos, or your favorite items. I knew a student, Alex, who was always distracted at home. He created a dedicated study corner with a comfy chair and noise-canceling headphones. Suddenly, he could focus, and his grades improved. Your study spot should make you feel ready to learn. Find your space, make it yours, and watch your productivity soar. Don't underestimate the power of a good environment. Your brain will thank you. Reading a textbook isn't enough. Your brain needs to engage with the material. Simply scanning pages or highlighting lines might feel productive, but it doesn't guarantee you'll remember what you've read. To truly learn, you need to interact with the information, challenge yourself, and make the knowledge your own. That's where active learning comes in. Instead of passively absorbing facts, you get involved, asking questions, making connections, and applying what you know. This approach transforms studying from a chore into an engaging process. One powerful method: teach it to learn it. When you explain a concept to someone else, you're forced to break it down, clarify your thoughts, and fill in any gaps in your understanding. It's like putting your knowledge to the test in real time. Don't have a study partner? No problem. Explain concepts to your pet, a stuffed animal, or even an imaginary audience. The act of speaking out loud helps reinforce what you know and highlights what you still need to review. Teaching forces you to organize your thoughts and spot gaps in your understanding. You'll quickly notice which parts you can explain easily and which parts trip you up, so you know exactly where to focus your efforts. Another great tool: creative flashcards. Instead of just writing definitions, try making your flashcards more interactive and memorable. Use colors, drawings, or rhymes to make info stick. Doodle a quick sketch, use different colored pens for different topics, or invent a silly rhyme to remember tricky facts. The more creative you get, the more your brain will latch onto the information. The more senses you use, the better you'll remember. Say your answers out loud, write them down, and visualize them in your mind. Combining sight, sound, and movement helps cement knowledge in your memory. Don't just review flashcards once, use spaced repetition. This means reviewing information at increasing intervals over time, which strengthens your memory and prevents last-minute cramming. Review tough cards more often. Focus on the material you find hardest, and revisit it until it feels as comfortable as the easy stuff. It's like giving your memory a workout. Just as your muscles get stronger with exercise, your brain gets better at recalling information the more you practice. I knew a student, Emily, who struggled with memorization. She felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information and didn't know where to start. She turned her notes into colorful diagrams and recorded herself explaining concepts. By turning abstract ideas into visuals and audio, she made the material more relatable and easier to recall. Suddenly, studying became fun, and her grades shot up. She looked forward to her study sessions and felt more confident walking into exams. Make learning active, not passive. Don't just read or listen. Do something with the information. Quiz yourself, draw it out, or teach it to someone else. Try teaching, creative flashcards, or drawing diagrams. Mix and match techniques to keep things interesting and find what helps you learn best. Find what works for you and make it a habit. The more you practice active learning, the easier it becomes, and the better your results will be. Ditch the boring reading, get your brain involved. Challenge yourself to go beyond the basics and make your study sessions dynamic. Active learning makes studying more effective and way more fun. Give it a try, and you might be surprised at how much you enjoy learning when you make it an active adventure. Burnout happens when you push your brain too hard without a break. That's why taking breaks is essential, not a luxury. Think of your brain like a muscle. It needs rest to perform at its best. But not all breaks are equal. Skip the endless scrolling. Take short, intentional breaks. Try the Pomodoro technique: study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. Use breaks to move, stretch, or grab a healthy snack. I knew a student, Jake, who used to cram all night and felt exhausted. When he started taking regular breaks, he could study longer and felt less stressed. His grades improved and studying became less of a chore. Breaks help you recharge and refocus. Don't wait until you're burnt out. Schedule your breaks. Your brain and your grades will thank you. Remember, quality study time beats endless hours. Use breaks wisely and you'll see the difference. Ready for the next tip? Asking for help can feel scary, but it's actually a sign of strength. So many of us worry that reaching out means we're not smart enough, or that we'll be seen as weak. But the truth is, it takes real courage to admit when you need support. It's easy to pretend you have everything under control, but it's much braver to be honest with yourself and others. When you ask for help, You're showing that you care about your growth and that you're willing to do what it takes to succeed. Even superheroes need a team. No one succeeds alone. Think about your favorite heroes in movies or comics. They always have someone to back them up, whether it's a sidekick, a mentor, or a group of friends. In real life, it's the same. The most successful people you know have all asked for help at some point. They've learned from others, leaned on their support systems, and grown stronger because of it. Everyone struggles sometimes, and that's normal. No one is perfect, and no one expects you to be. Whether it's a tough math problem, a confusing assignment, or just feeling overwhelmed, we all hit roadblocks. Struggling doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're learning and pushing yourself to improve. There are people who want to help: teachers, tutors, classmates, friends, family. You're surrounded by a community that wants to see you succeed. Sometimes all it takes is a simple question or a quick conversation to get the support you need. You might be surprised by how willing people are to lend a hand or share their own experiences. All you have to do is reach out. Whether it's raising your hand in class, sending a message, or talking to someone after school, taking that first step is what matters most. It might feel awkward at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Worried about being judged? Most people are happy to help. They've been there too. Chances are your classmates have had the same questions or felt the same way at some point. Teachers and tutors chose their jobs because they want to help students like you. Remember, asking for help is something everyone needs to do sometimes. Your worth isn't defined by what others think. What matters most is your willingness to learn and grow. When you ask for help, you're taking control of your own journey. You're showing that you value your education and your future. I remember Maria, a shy student who was afraid to ask questions. She used to sit quietly in class, worried that her classmates would think less of her if she spoke up. She felt alone in her struggles, even though others were probably feeling the same way. When she finally reached out to her teacher, everything changed. Her teacher was kind and understanding and explained things in a way that made sense. Maria realized she wasn't alone, and that her questions were valid. She got the support she needed, joined study groups, and even started helping others. By opening up, she found friends who were also looking for help, and together they made learning more fun and less stressful. Her grades and confidence soared. She went from dreading class to looking forward to it, and she became someone others looked up to for advice. Asking for help isn't weakness. It's how you grow. It's how you build connections, learn new things, and become the best version of yourself. Every time you reach out, you're building your own superpower. Don't let fear hold you back from learning. The only way to get better is to keep asking questions and seeking support when you need it. Remember, every great achiever started by asking for help. Use your support system. It's there for a reason. Whether it's friends, family, teachers, or classmates, you have people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Don't be afraid to lean on them. The smartest students know when to ask for help. They understand that learning is a team effort and that everyone benefits when we support each other. Embrace it as your superpower. The more you practice asking for help, the stronger and more confident you'll become. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. When you let go of fear and reach out, you open doors to new opportunities, friendships, and success you never imagined. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's how you learn, grow, and unlock your true potential. So next time you're stuck, remember, you have a superpower. Use it. There you have it. 5 game-changing study tips to help you ace your exams, boost your confidence, and unlock your true potential. We covered beating procrastination, finding your perfect study spot, using active learning, taking strategic breaks, and always asking for help when you need it. These aren't just for grades. They're powerful habits for lifelong success, both in and out of the classroom. Pick one tip this week and truly commit to making it a part of your routine. Notice how it boosts your focus, motivation, and overall confidence as you study. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more tips and keep learning every single day.